So if you are watching this video, you already have got an admission, or you are already in the visa process, or you have finished your visa process and you got the visa. So things to do after your visa is completed, or you are coming in Germany in next couple of weeks, or you have already in Germany. So there are certain things you need to follow. First of all, the time you have an admission or visa, very important thing is your accommodation. You need to arrange your accommodation. Now there are certain ways to arrange for accommodations. One thing is you ask your university for help. That is student work. You apply, those are the cheapest. Don't be choosy, take what you get. Those are the cheapest and easiest and ideally very close to your university. If you don't get that, also search on VG Gesucht or Immobilien Scout and certain websites. Make sure you are not paying anybody advance except universities, because on universities you can trust. But others, you make sure you check the accommodations and then decide. Now if you don't get from university or online search on these websites, then and your university course is gonna start and you have already booked the tickets and you're gonna land, then look for Airbnb. Now why Airbnb? Because there are also possibilities for Airbnb to give you monthly contracts. Here you can negotiate the contracts as well. Means if you are staying for more than 10 days, they reduce the price. If you are staying more than 20-30 days, then you can get a more cheaper price. Why Airbnb and why not hotels? In hotels you pay a lot of money, and again you will be changing the rooms, and it is very hectic to do that, because in first few days you will be doing a lot of other documentation and stuff as well. So that's why choose Airbnb or some other website, but look for a 1 or 2 months contract, and in that meantime you will find some accommodation at that point of time. Then the second important thing is, just before you fly you would need euros. Why euros? When you are landing in Germany, banks are not gonna pay you the money, meaning you have the money in the block account, but there is certain procedure to get that money in your hand, meaning you will have to go to city for the registration. You need accommodation first, you need the rental contract from the landlord, you need Wohnraumbestätigung, meaning a document from a landlord which tells that okay, I gave him the contract and yes, this is the person staying in that apartment, that document. And then you go to city registration, you register yourself, and then you get Anmeldung, that is city registration paper. With that paper you go to bank telling them okay, I have registered and I need a bank account. Then you open a bank account, activate it, and then you inform the block account company to deposit this money, or you connect your block account and bank account. And then after few days, not immediately, after few days, whenever this block account company has a cycle of sending the monies to all the students, you will get that money. So till then you need to survive, and that is why you need money in your hand. Now how much money you should carry? Ideally I would say you need to calculate which city you are going to. So very simple calculation is, you need to carry 3 rents. Why 3 rents? Because if you get an accommodation immediately after you land, you need to pay 2 months deposit and 1 month rent, because rent is paid in advance in Germany. So you need 3 rents plus some additional expenses to survive for a month. So roughly 1500 euros, that would be my guess, or 2000 euros for your first month's survival. So that is euro. Now you need to take that euros or collect that euros in centralized banks in India if you are in India, or in your country, because on airports the exchange rates are not so good. So ideally prepare well in advance, and when you are in airport it's very chaotic, it's very busy airport, and it's very stressful as well, because you are traveling early morning, late, and you don't know. Now the third thing, once you land in Germany or you are landing, if you have accommodation, before landing get a city appointment for your city registration, this Anmeldung. So plan in such a way that if you are flying 15 days, in 15 days request for an appointment just after your landing, meaning if you are landing on 1st of January, you can plan from 15th of December that you get an appointment somewhere around 5th of Jan. So after landing 2-3 days would be good enough time for you to adjust to the environment, weather, everything. So once you land in the city, you go to your accommodation, you get the contract, you sign the documents, you collect the papers, and then on the appointment day you go to city registration. City registration will ask you 2 simple documents, the contract from the landlord, and the second is the Wohnraumbestätigung from the landlord. Both the documents are in original requested with your passport and visa. You get a city Anmeldung, and then you actually can open a bank account. So you can go to a bank. Sometimes you also need a bank appointment, but many banks nowadays allow you to open a bank account online, but for verification for sure you need to go to bank. Then you can go to bank and verify yourself and get the account completed or verified. Then after that you will need to inform your block account company. So you will inform them, okay, this is my accommodation or this is my residential address. You need to tell them, send them the Anmeldung copy and your bank details from the bank paper. So you cannot type it in the email. You need to send a confirmation that on the bank statement or something, your login, that okay, this is my IBAN number. So once you connect that, you need to parallelly inform the health insurance company as well that you have landed in Germany. Please send me the details on my this address. So you will also send them that Anmeldung copy, that copy to insurance companies, and you will also tell them, okay, please send me the required documents. They will send you everything by post. Now very much important thing, once you have a city registration, please put your name on the post box, because every single document coming from bank, ATMs, pins, your health insurance documents, block account documents, every single thing is coming by papers and by post. So make sure your name is on the post box. Then the second thing or the next thing is the SIM card. You will need a SIM card. Now SIM cards you can have prepaids and postpaids. If you have a bank account, the procedure is different. If you don't have a bank account, then you can buy prepaids. Now prepaids you can buy in supermarkets, for example, and always make sure you are buying higher data which the companies are giving within 10 euros, because that is what you need for first few weeks or something. And once you have your bank account, you can switch your prepaid to postpaid. So number porting is very easy. It costs you 10 euros and you can do your number porting to the postpaid ones. In the postpaid plans, actually you get better data packages, and that is why I would suggest take the postpaid packages. Within 10 euros you will get 8 euros or something. So that is one of the things which you need to keep an eye. And once you have your SIM card and everything, then if you need an internet or anything, you can order online. But bank account is very crucial if you want to order anything, because here without bank account you cannot order anything. You need to put the bank account details for that. So one last thing you need to finish is your university enrollment. This can be also parallel together with your other things which are going in the city registration, your bank account. So once you have your Anmeldung, actually you need to go in the university, show your documents. Different universities have different processes. Ideally many universities are asking you to upload these documents, but once you are in university for the first time, many universities are checking your documents, your degree certificates and all those things which you have submitted when you are applying for the course. So this is checked with your passport, visa, everything, including your Anmeldung, because university would also like to know where you are living. So most of the things are done, and then you get a Immatriculation Bescheinigung. This Immatriculation Bescheinigung is a certificate or a document which states that you are a student. On that document you can have a lot of benefits. For example, student bank account, you need to show Immatriculation Bescheinigung that yes, I am a student and I need to avail for that benefit. If you are going somewhere, there are student discounts, you need to have this. Of course universities do issue you a ID card, but the ID card is not having a detailed information. Immatriculation Bescheinigung is the final certificate or a document which you will need. So to conclude, the process is simple. You plan your accommodation in advance, then you plan your city registration before you fly. You should have advanced some euros, at least 2000 euros. Then once you land, you do your city registration. Once you do your city registration, you go for a bank account, connect your blocked account, then inform health insurances. Then you buy simultaneously a SIM card prepaid. If you do everything in parallel, then you can buy your SIM card as a postpaid. And then once you have everything, you go for your university enrollment. And once your university enrollment is done, more or less your process is done and you have your all the stuffs ready.